Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronnie and I'm so glad that you're here and I'm super stoked about today's video. Before we jump into the video, make sure you like and subscribe so that you can keep up with all the latest videos and join our little community here. Today, I wanted to share with you guys 5 things I wish I knew when I started my fitness journey. Now, I wanted to share this because I know it's the new year. I know we're jumping into all of our resolutions, and one of them is definitely fitness because that's what everyone does at the beginning of the new year, which is awesome and I love it. But I want to share these tips that you don't burn out in February or March and just give up and then start over again next January. Okay, we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep it consistent so that it's already in your routine and it doesn't even have to be a resolution for 2026. First, I want to share just a little bit of my own fitness journey and kind of how I got to where I am now, and then we're going to jump into tips. So, I started my fitness journey when I was in college, and I was in a really not great place, which something we can talk about another time. But I really dove into fitness, and I'm sure you've heard me say, I've said it in other videos, but I feel like fitness saved my life. And I mean that in the most genuine way. But I really fell in love with it. I fell in love with the way that it made my body feel strong and to see what my body was capable of, and also what it felt like for my body to be really taken care of. And I wanted more of that. And I started out doing workouts in my living room, and then I picked up boxing for a summer, and then I transferred to a different school, so I would go to the gym sometimes, but then I kept doing workouts in my living room. Like I would go on Pinterest and find bodyweight workouts that you can do at home that you don't need equipment, or I was kind of intimidated at the time to go to the gym at my university, so I was like, maybe not. And then COVID hit, so we were just at home anyway, which worked out. But doing yoga workouts and pulling up videos on YouTube. And I just started there. I was like, I just need to learn how to move my body, do what feels good. And here we are. This journey has had ups and downs where I've been like really focused on it, and then other times where I'm not, but I've always remained fairly active. And it's something that I really value in my life and that I want to continue. And now I'm incorporating strength training, which I've always been a little intimidated of, just with having a stroke and just like the nerve and muscle damage that I've had from it and how that even looked for me. But taking it slow, one day at a time, and I'm loving it. It's difficult some days, and some days it's challenging, and I'm like, oh, I just wish I could like do this better, but or lift heavier day by day. And I'm just kind of letting myself experience the journey, and I'm really excited to see what comes next. But all that to say, I want to share with you guys 5 things that I wish I knew when I started my fitness journey. Let's get into it. Okay, tip number 1 is start slow. Okay, I know it's the new year, you want to jump in, you've got all this energy and motivation, and you're like, okay, I'm getting in the gym 5 days a week, let's go. I would knock that down to maybe 3. Your body is getting used to something new that you maybe haven't been doing. So your body has to adjust. And so let yourself adjust. I think being a beginner is one of the most uncomfortable things to experience, and it's very difficult to kind of sit in a beginner stage, especially when you're seeing on social media all these fitness people and you're like, do this workout, and they're like toned and ripped and got a great butt, and you're like, wow, that's what I want to be, and that's not where I'm at. That is okay because they started as a beginner too, just FYI. Don't jump into something that you're not ready for, because you're more likely to get injured, things like that. Make sure you stretch, all that kind of stuff. Take it slow. Start with lower weights and then gradually move your way up, but give yourself time, listen to your body. Make sure to push yourself, but also know when to just kind of take it easy. Second thing is find what works for you. And it doesn't have to be like, if doing workouts in your living room is what works for you right now, go for it. Do yoga, go find a class on the weekends or whatever. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to get a gym membership. Fitness doesn't have to be expensive either. So that's a little bonus tip for you guys. You have 15 to 20 minutes, take that 15 to 20 minutes. You don't have to work out for an hour. I wouldn't recommend working out for an hour when you're just getting started either. So you have to do things that will fit into your schedule organically so that you'll continue doing them and continue sticking with it, and that it'll just become a part of the routine that you already have. And if you have to make adjustments, but make sure that it works for you and make sure it's something that organically fits so it's something that you stick with. My one recommendation would be, if you're going to be doing workouts at any kind of workout where you're pulling workouts from online, is kind of pick a schedule where if you're like, oh, I'm going to do like a full body workout and I'm just going to do like 3 full body workouts throughout the week, or upper body one day, then do a lower body, and then do like full body. So you still have 3 days, but you're still, if you're kind of jumping all over the place where you're like, oh, I'm doing 2 upper body days and then no lower body days, but I'm jumping into a full body day, like your progress, you're kind of setting yourself back because you don't have a schedule that you're sticking with, of like that you're working all of those muscles. So that's just an example from a strength training perspective. Wow, I cannot talk. You can pick whatever you want, just like make sure you kind of stay consistent with muscle groups, that kind of thing. Number 3, and this one's these are all important, but don't get discouraged. It's hard being a beginner, and that's like its own thing. Like, you're in the beginning stages, you don't know what you're doing, you're figuring it out, okay? So you get past that, and then you're a month or 2 in, and you're like, I'm not seeing the progress I want to see, and that's when it gets really hard. Your motivation is in the trash. It's not the new year anymore. Not everyone's hyped up. You're kind of like in it by yourself, kind of, and that's where you really have to dig deep, and you're like, okay, why am I doing this? What's my reason? And also, the big thing about fitness is you're not going to see that progress right away. So fitness requires patience and consistency, and when you want to give up, don't give up. Okay, number 4 is fuel your body. Do not train fasted. I would not recommend it, especially as a beginner. I mean, anytime. Also, I'm not a professional or anything like that. This is just my experience. Fuel your body. Your body needs food to pull energy from so that you can go lift those weights, okay? Like, that's how it works. It's just science. And so make sure that you're fueling your body with whole foods, really start to pull away from more sugary and processed foods. Try to eat more whole foods if you can, and just kind of find a balance. It doesn't have to be like, oh, January 1st, I'm throwing all that stuff in the trash. Like, slowly, like, wean yourself off. Like, it doesn't have to be as stark as of a, like, cut off. If you want to do that, go for it. Good for you. But take your time. Like, it's okay. But you'll start to see that the more you fuel yourself with whole foods and foods that are good for you, your body's going to perform better and you're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy, etc. I would say in the beginning, don't worry about supplements. Just try to eat a balanced diet, hydrate. The only thing I would say is maybe start drinking some electrolytes. So I don't have a favorite brand. I just kind of find what I can. I'm trying out different ones because I want to see which one I like, but the ones I've tried, I've liked so far. So maybe just find ones with less. Some have added sugar, so maybe avoid those. But yeah, don't worry about other supplements. Get your routine down and start with natural foods. Slowly, take away sugar, hydrate, electrolytes, get good sleep. Try all of those things first before you start spending money on supplements. And last but not least, take recovery days. I know you want to jump into the new year and start it off right, but working out 5 days a week may burn you out so quickly and you could get injured. So we don't want that. Take rest days. Even for me, I'm like, oh, I just gotta go sometimes, and I'm like, my body actually needs rest to recover and build that muscle. And the work is done not in the gym, but also in, not just in the gym, but also, and maybe even more so, in recovery. So how you recover, are you getting enough sleep? Are you hydrating enough? Like I said before, that is what's going to help you in your fitness goals. And it's okay to like challenge and push yourself. By all means, please do that, but also make sure to listen to your body, and rest is also productive. And I'm saying these things to myself, and they're things that I'm still learning, but they're things I wish I knew in the beginning, because I definitely burned myself out. I didn't have injuries, but I like gave up, and I just felt so defeated. And I was like, wait, like, why am I believing these lies? And so I don't want you to be believing them either, because I want success for you in your fitness journey. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope these tips are helpful. I hope this is encouraging, and I'm so excited to see what you guys do in 2025 for your fitness goals. And let me know in the comments what you're working on this year. Are you working towards running a race, 5K, you just started running and you want to run more than a mile, I'm working on that. um, are you training for something else? Are you just trying to get back in the gym and just want to feel your best? Like, let me know what you guys are working on. I want to engage with you guys and really build a community here. And I'm so excited. And yeah, if you're in the comments, make sure to comment and also support each other. So, yeah. Anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.